Hey, this is Wilson. As always, I'm joined by my two prestigious co-hosts, Shane Christopher Murray and Jason Big Mitch Mitchell. And as you'll see in the top right corner, in my view right now, I don't know how you guys see it, but you'll notice that there's a man here on the podcast today. You've heard this man on the podcast many times, but you've never seen his face. It is the return of one David Galvez, my longtime. Let's give it up for Galvez. Yeah.
So real quick,
Clapping like Angela Bassett at the Oscars right now, Shane. That's messed up.
Damn, Shane hates
really?
Really? Why you hating on Galvez, man?
I was trying to do my own podcast, but Wilson said I was contractually obligated to
That's something we say.
So.
I got all y'all in the 360 deal.
Yeah.
Y'all all belong.
No, you don't.
Hey, Wilson's like Birdman, and I'm just trying to scrap like a mixtape, call it an album, so I can get out of
the deal.
The deal.
I got my loopholes out of that, so don't even trip.
Oh,
okay. But yeah, man, I'm glad Galvez is finally back. Galvez, me and Galvez go way back, bro. Like we started podcasting together in 2014, so almost 10 years now. He started coming on this podcast around episode 100, and did like 80 episodes together. And then Mitch and Shane started coming on, and now Galvez is back. This is episode 212. So it's good to have him back. You know, like I said, if you've been listening to this podcast all this time, you know Galvez, bro. This guy, this guy's an old timer. So yeah, welcome back, Galvez. And so we're gonna get into Lakers. You know, they lost last night to the Knicks with Julius Randle outplaying Anthony Davis. And so we'll get into Lakers and where they stand right now as far as seeding, as far as LeBron, as far as what's coming up in the next week. And then we're going to get into some more of the John Morant stuff because Mitch says there's been some more stuff that's come out. Obviously now he's away from the team and all that, and he's in rehab. So we'll get into some more of that and hear Galvez's perspective on that. And then at the end, who knows? We might talk. The Raiders signed Jimmy Garoppolo. It's like I think it was the first day of the new league year in the NFL. So it's been a lot of stuff happening today. The Rams traded Jalen Ramsey. You got the Oscars happened last night. We might talk about that. Just different stuff. So we'll just see what happens at the end. But like I said, we'll start with the Lakers. Lakers, they had a chance to get to 500 last night. Couldn't do it. So I think they're what are they, 33 and 34 now? Or 33 and 35, I think.
33 and 35, like three-way tie for ninth. But the Jazz have the tiebreaker, so they're like 11.
Right.
gosh.
Okay. So, like I said, last night we played the Knicks at home. The Knicks had lost the first two on their West Coast road trip. They lost to the Clippers on Saturday, but they were able to bounce back and avoid a 3-game losing streak. Jalen Brunson didn't play, but like I said, Randall was huge. R.J. Barrett played a really good game. And AD only had, I think, 17. Yeah.
Yep.
So, like I said, he got outplayed by Julius Randle, who scored in the 30s, I think.
33.
33. So that happened. So, but who do we have this week? Guys coming up?
Pelicans, Rockets, Mavericks.
Pelicans, Mavericks, Rockets. And interesting, the Rockets beat the Celtics today in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
So the Rockets, one of the worst teams in the league, but they're able to get past the Celtics today.
Oh, shoot.
So there are no givens ever.
That's what I'm saying.
Can take no game lightly.
Not with this Laker team.
No.
Man.
And so I guess I'll start with Galvez since he hasn't been on the podcast in a while. Galvez, like, how are you feeling right now? 33 and 35, like Shane said. a three-way tie for ninth, but Utah has a tiebreaker, so really that's 11. I mean, I want to ask you this: do you think LeBron will be back this season? I personally, when I watch this team, I kind of like them better without LeBron. You know, he's so set in his ways and the way he plays. I feel like he kind of slows the team down and throws them off a little bit. I still have my gripes about D'Angelo Russell, even though he played really well yesterday. I know that's going to make Shane Murray very upset. But I just feel like
what kind of gripes you got with him?
Oh,
Shane, all the man does is shoot the ball, bro. Play the point guard position the way.
Bro, he has 6 assists.
Oh, here we go. That's right.
What the fuck you want him to do?
It's all starts, man. It's all starts.
But the crazy thing is, like, all right, so Anthony Davis is.
Y'all want the one-dimensional point guard, just 20 assists and 8 points. That's what y'all
Will
want.
you let the man speak? It's been a long time since he's been on. You talk every week. Let Galvez talk, man. Jeez.
So, I mean, I feel you. You always want your point guard to be like kind of the prototype point guard, but Anthony Davis had 2 subpar games back to back, right? So if D'Angelo ain't scoring, who is? He has to.
Does have to score.
You know, I would rather D'Angelo have 18 and 10, but if nobody else is scoring, then he's, you know, there's nobody else. Somebody's got to score. And for LeBron, I think he'll only come back if they're already in the playoffs. Because this is a crazy thing. Fully healthy, they can beat anybody in the 7-game series.
Mm-hmm.
But the crazy thing is they might not even make the playoffs. So if they're 2 games back of even the 10th seed, he ain't gonna come back with 5 games left because he doesn't want that blame. And I hear what Wilson's saying. Like, I think over a 3 to 5 game stretch, sometimes it's better to play without LeBron. Because to me, LeBron is like when you have that 2K player, right? And you want him to get all the stats. You want him to get all the rebounds. You want him to do all the scoring. And even if you don't score, you want your player to get the assist. And I feel like that's how LeBron is. Like, he wants all the stats, all the glory. And then without him, they play a little more free. Like, remember, a lot of people said about Kobe. Like, when he's not playing, the team plays better. But over a season, you know, obviously they're better with LeBron than without him. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
True.
But I don't know, man. Every loss they have, it seems like it hurts more than a win.
It does. It's so close. It's so close, right? Like literally every game.
And then he's sitting on the bench. He's been out for 2 weeks. And then we got spoiled with Kobe, man. We came up with Kobe. This dude was playing with torn ligaments. I mean, look at that Indiana series, right? When he sprained that ankle, they were like, all right, he's done for the season. He only missed 1 game. And I'm pretty sure that whatever Kobe went through was worse than what LeBron has. And for him to just sit out and just sit there and watch his team struggle, like, you know, it's a tough watch, man. Definitely a tough watch to just see him there. But like Shane said, like, hey, Russell got to score because nobody else is.
But I got a question for you, Galvez.
Here we go.
What?
Go ahead and ask your question. It's going related to me.
I'm gonna ask him a question.
Okay.
Would you say D'Angelo Russell is a pure point guard?
No. He's a combo guard.
With this shit.
See? He's like I mean, not to compare him, obviously, but he's like an Iverson, where it's like, okay, he plays point guard, but he's not really a point guard. Or like these other, he's just a guard. He's not a point guard.
He's a guard.
He's just a guard.
He's a guard.
Yeah. Coming into the league, he was more of a point guard, but
way more.
Shane, what do you have to say, sir?
I mean, they've been 8-4 since the All-Star break.
It's not the question.
Huh?
Not the question.
We talking about
stay on task, man.
Like
Answer
I said,
the question.
I spoke my piece. Y'all want the one-dimensional point guard. Don't want to focus on.
It's not one-dimensional.
Yeah, it is one-dimensional.
We know D'Angelo can
what
pass.
The Derek Fisher, Jason Kidd type of point guard? Nah, bruh.
First of all,
don't
Derek
go like
Fisher
that.
wasn't no pure point guard.
Well, if
you don't go like that. But anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. Like, I feel like they could have won that game if it wasn't for Darvin Ham's time management. Because how you in the last minute and you have D'Lo sitting on the bench when you need a 3, I don't know. And then they waited 25 seconds off the clock just to draw a foul. You know what I'm saying? So they gotta clean the winning time management shit up.
You ready to start the hashtag?
Huh?
Fire Darvin Ham?
No, it's not that there yet, but I feel
we're
like
getting close.
We are getting closer. I'll say it. We're getting closer.
No.
We're getting closer because I feel like.
So if they miss the playoffs, is he on the hot seat?
I think we'll make the playoffs. I just feel like there might be a game or two where he gets out coached, which is a very weird thing that we had before.
If we miss the playoffs, though, what do you think?
Nah, it's too soon for that. Because he got built up excuses already. Yeah, LeBron the last 3 weeks of the season. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have this roster to start the season. So if he missed the playoffs, he'll probably get to like the first 2 months of the season to prove himself next year.
Sheila's ready to fire him.
Huh?
Sheila's ready to fire him.
Of course she is.
We want him gone.
Of course, y'all ready to fire every damn coach.
Let's say y'all. Sheila has her own mind. She's an independent woman. She has her own mind.
What's your solution? I just want to know what the solution is because that's 2 coaches and.
That's why I asked her. She don't have one. She just knows
exactly.
Darvin's
so why
not
you
the
guy.
Darvin's not the guy.
So anyway, but yeah, 8-4 is the All-Star break. I'm not worried about them missing playoffs because like all the teams ahead of them are dropping. Like Dallas ain't even the 6th seed no more. The Clippers are dropping. Golden State was dropping until that win. You know what I mean? So everybody's dropping ahead of them.
We think
you gotta take care of your business, and the seeding will take care of itself?
Do we think AD plays in this upcoming back-to-back? It's Pelicans Rockets Tuesday, Wednesday.
He plays the Pelicans. He plays against the Pelicans. He sits out the Rockets. That's what I think.
But why though? Why would he sit out? Besides it,
because the team came out and said because of the injury, he just came back from. They don't want to play him back-to-backs.
Sheila told me that Darvin Ham came out and said that after the All-Star break, nobody was sitting out anymore.
Yeah, but then he also came out and said the team said after his last injury, they try to keep him out of back-to-backs. So it really depends on how he feels after the Pelicans game, but I see him sitting out Houston. Unless he said, no, we got to get to 500, and then he playing.
Real quick, before I forget. So me and Wilson were talking one day, and it's like, okay, I know you guys are very basketball knowledgeable. What is the coincidence that the Lakers traded Russell Westbrook, and they went 7-3, and the Clippers traded for Russell Westbrook, and they went 3-7?
I mean, in fairness, Russell Westbrook been balling in those games, so it's more on the coaching and the way their team is set up. Because Kawhi is in and out the lineup because he got some type of arthritis going on and doing load management. PG doing whatever he want to do.
They've been playing though.
Huh?
They've been playing since Westbrook got there.
I mean, yeah, but sometimes he want to be the man. Sometimes he like, I want to take a step back. So he be flip flopping with his attitude.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like Shane said, I mean, Russ has been putting up numbers, but yeah, I don't know. I'd have to watch a full game to kind of see what's going on with those fools.
Well, I've been watching them because I'll have money on guys.
Yeah, I know you watching.
But it's like it's weird because he's not. He used to be, man. He used to be really bad with the turnovers and the wild records.
Talking about Russ?
Yeah, but he clearly is. He's playing. I feel like more inside himself. Like I was saying to Galvez, any mistake that he makes,
magnified.
Right. And he'll come down and he'll throw the ball out of bounds. And he'll be like, "Oh, what are you doing, Westbrook?" But somebody, he's not the only guy who's ever thrown the ball out of bounds.
Shaqtin' a Fool exists for a reason, guys.
Exactly.
And also, since he got there, their rotation's kind of thrown off because they had Bones Highland playing at point for some minutes before Westbrook came, and then I heard they were Russ's business is cut it into what's his name minutes. That young boy, I can't think of his name. But anyway. So yeah, their whole rotation's thrown off. Then they try
Terrence Mann?
Yeah, Terrence Mann. Like his minutes is cut. So now then they trying to blend in Eric Gordon, which ain't working out.
I wonder why. It's probably because he's trash, right?
He's not trash, but anyway. But yeah, the rotation's kind of thrown off. They really don't have no chemistry, it look like to me.
If they never make it to the finals, do they regret trading all those draft picks and Shy?
No, because as far as their fan base and stuff, they ain't really set on winning championships. They set on being relevant and beating us.
That's their NBA Finals, huh? Beating the Lakers.
Basically, yeah, they're irrelevant.
Man, if they're not gonna win anyway, bro, do you guys be watching Shai Gilgeous? Like that dude.
He's nice.
That guy's a walking bucket, man. And he averages like 30. Anytime we've been doing the prize picks thing, me, Galvez, and Jason. Anytime, have you been playing prize picks? No, right?
No, I just downloaded the app right now because I was doing the underdog, but
right. Either or underdog or prize picks. Shane, do you do the betting thing though? Okay, right. So, but anytime
you don't know enough to put his money where his mouth is. So.
Is that a challenge?
It is. Come
on, Shane, we're all doing it, bro. That's gonna become a second podcast.
Everybody's doing it.
Now,
yeah, everybody.
As far as you were talking about Shai Gilgeous, OKC's not that far off.
No. What
he's you're a superstar away or what?
I don't even say a superstar away, because I think Shai got that. I think he needed a nice number 2.
And next year they're gonna have Holmgren's coming back from injury. So
remember he missed the whole season. So
right, and they got cap space too. So
and Josh Giddey, I love Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey's the type of guy that I came up, watching a do everything, kind of point forward type player. But Shai Gilgeous, man, there's nobody in the league.
Not too far up either. A sleeper team, Orlando.
Orlando's looking at their team of the future for sure.
Mm-hmm.
With
they need a veteran.
Paulo Banchero he was the definition of NBA ready, and him and they have Fultz who's become a good player, which I'm happy to see. Just yeah. Okay, Mitchell sent some stuff to the group chat.
But one thing I want to add about the Darvin Ham situation, I feel like what would save his job, he needs a veteran head coach as an assistant.
Hold on a second, guys. Gene, I'm on the. No, I mean.
I gotta get out.
I know. Thank you. God, man.
We're on live, Wilson. We're on live.
I know it, man. What the hell? And now, look, now Shane Murray's gone. What the hell's wrong with this guy?
You know the deal.
Come on, Shane. Come back, brother. But yeah, what was I talking about?
But you know what? Shane do got a point though, because he does need that veteran coach / leader in the lineup.
Yeah, but I was saying about Shai Gilgeous that he if you can get Shai Gilgeous for like 30.5 points on Prize Picks, and he's playing a team where you feel like it's not going to be a blowout, take the over. That's almost like that's easy money because that guy's a walking bucket, like I said. So who do we have again this week? The Lakers coming up. We got
Pelicans, Rockets, Mavericks. Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday.
Is Zion out for the season?
He's out for the season, but he out.
He's basically out for the season.
I doubt we'll see Zion again this
Ingram
season.
might be out too.
Right, Ingram has been missing some time lately.
They're trying to get us on a trap game. No Ingram, no Zion. Oh hell no.
We got this story with Trip.
So what's crazy is the Lakers have a team where like the two stars will be out, and then like Jose Alvarado will just go off for like 30 points. For no apparent reason, he'll just go off for like 30.
True. Yeah. Everybody wants to play. Everybody gets hyped to play the Lakers. I mean, that hasn't changed since
forever.
So,
because all the odds that be on them, like you can play the Lakers and get you a new contract.
Well, not only that, but you roll in the staples. You see Denzel. You see the Kardashians. You see all the celebrities, everybody. So it's only natural you get hyped up.
It might turn into a movie role and a new contract.
Yep.
Well, let's not get crazy, but I mean, I feel like Denzel's becoming the new Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack left us.
Yeah, Jack is gone. You don't never see him at no games no more. Denzel, I feel like Denzel's there every game now.
Yeah, he skipped the Oscars.
Him and Spike.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they must have got early intel that Angela was going.
Wow. Why did Angela Bassett show some class, Shane Murray?
What?
Why didn't Angela Bassett show some class?
She's always show class. What the fuck are you talking about?
She didn't show class yesterday.
Yes, she did.
He's talking about her reaction when she lost, man.
What the fuck do you expect? She's been cleaning up all year. You have her lose to Jamie Lee Curtis.
Well, that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
That's what I'm saying. You can't be. I know she expected to win. Everybody did, but it's like,
bruh, that's the second time they done snubbed her.
Austin Butler. Did you guys? We're getting sidetracked. We'll get back. We'll get back to the Oscars at the end.
Yeah.
So you Mitch. You said it was Pelicans. Then it's Grizzlies.
No,
Pelicans, Rockets, Mavericks.
Pelicans, Rockets. Huh?
I said, listen, man. It's like the third time you.
It's the third time. Yeah. But yeah, man. So those are a couple winnable games.
Easily.
All three of them are winnable.
If they go 1-2, are they done?
Nah, because everybody dropping.
But we can't expect for like them to like do our job for us. Like
no, but I mean, if they go 1-2, it ain't trouble. But it's still games left, and like I said, everybody dropping. You gotta handle your business.
How many games we got left?
Like 17.
No, not that much.
Yeah, it's like 14, 17.
Let's count it up.
At 33 and 35, that would put us at 14 games left.
Yeah, there's like 13, 14 games left.
Dude, we got to win. There's no time to play around. 14 games left. How many games do we need to – how many games – if there's 14 games left, what does our record need to be in those 14 games to maybe get to the 6th seed or, just at least comfortably be in the play-in?
10-4 to make the playoffs, and then the play-in, or 11-3 to get the play-in, and then, well, it depends though, because everybody else, if they're playing each other, then obviously, like Shane says, they're
dropping. So you might need to do that much because they're already, like I said, they've been 8-4 since the All-Star break. So,
yeah, the Mavericks
got the Suns twice in these next 14.
But without KD though.
But without LeBron.
I mean, I like our chances. Our depth is more. We got more depth in them. It's a matter of the coaching.
The Mavericks sat.
Unfortunately,
the Mavericks sat. The Mavericks sat Luka and Kyrie the last 2 games, and pretty much it seemed like they just forfeited those games. But surely Kyrie will be back for the Lakers game, and probably Luka too. They said, okay, we'll punt these 2 so we can be ready for the Lakers. Right.
Does LeBron ask for Kyrie this summer?
Yes.
I hope not.
You hope not?
No, I like D'Angelo.
Me too.
It's weird to say, but
I think D'Angelo just comes with, surprisingly, right, after what he went through with his first stint with the Lakers.
Right.
But surprisingly, he actually comes with less baggage than Kyrie now. Because
he's more mature.
Kyrie, you got to worry about, okay, does he want to play? Does he not want to play? You know.
And I just feel like D'Angelo's way more of a playmaker than Kyrie is. Like Kyrie's the definition of just point guard by title, but he is a 2 guard.
But what if D'Lo asks for like a max? Because remember, this is his last time to get like a really big contract.
I mean, you're going to have to pay him. You're going to have to pay him.
You're going to have to pay him. How much?
That's the thing. How much? Would you give him 4 years, 120?
4 years, 120.
I'll say 3 years, 90.
That sounds fair. But
yeah,
you talking about Russell, right, Galvez?
Yeah, for D'Lo.
Yeah, that's $30 million a year. That sounds like a good deal for a player that in today's market.
If he keeps playing the way he's playing right now in the playoffs, and let's say we win the play-in, we win a playoff series. 4 years, 120. I mean, why not?
Good deal.
I would try to get everybody back, but I want to throw a bag at Cam Johnson. From
Brooklyn?
Cam Johnson with the Nets?
Either him or Harrison Barnes.
For what?
You said throw a bag at Harrison Barnes?
Another big wing.
Did you just say you want to hold on? You want to throw a bag at Harrison Barnes
or Cam Johnson?
Yeah, but Harrison Barnes.
Yeah,
it's like throw the bag at him.
How much of a bag, Shane? How big of a bag?
I mean, it depends how much you pay everybody else, but the biggest bag you can. But I'm looking more so at Cam Johnson.
What year is this?
Or Jeremy Grant.
You would throw him like a Louis bag, like a big contract.
I would say at least mid-level.
The mid-level exception?
Yeah, but he's gonna get more.
Wait, which one is it, Shane? Is it a big contract or a mid-level?
I said mid-level because you gotta pay everybody, man. You go out to pay D'Lo. You're gonna have to pay Austin Reeves. You're gonna have to pay well, if you keep his option, you're gonna have to pay Beasley.
First of all, you let Hachimura walk because
you don't. No, you don't. You need that size.
How much would you give him though? You can't pay everybody.
That's what I would give him 10 million plus
a year for what he's been doing. Get the fuck out of here.
He couldn't give me 9 points. That's why I lost my parlay. Get him out of here.
Man,
we play LeBron, D'Lo, and AD now.
For Rui, you gotta go in on his 3-pointers made. Just gotta kind of feel it because they always put his at 0.5.
Yeah. All right. So who would you, if you had to pick one at, let's just say, 12 mil, him or Beasley?
Oh fuck, neither for 12 mil. Oh my gosh.
Who would you rather keep? If you could only keep one, who would you rather keep?
Are you talking about Rui and Beasley?
Yeah.
Give me Beasley.
No, give me
Rui.
Why? What has Rui done to impress you guys since he's been here?
The Raptor game.
He does the little things, and he can score. And he's 6'8".
I don't know about the little thing, but like he's got a consistent mid range. That Raptor game, he came to play. Like I can't say that about Beasley yet. Like there hasn't been a game where I'm like, oh shoot, he came to play. All his big
Plus,
games.
the main reason why he's here because his size. We were small at first. Now we got a wing.
I'm just saying, all Beasley's games have been like all his big games have been in blowouts. So,
does anybody know what Beasley's career 3-point percentage is?
Career?
36.
Well, this year he's at 35.3. His career is I think he's like a 37, something like that.
For his career, he is 37.8.
Which ain't bad.
It's not bad, but it was better 10 years ago.
I'll tell you who they better keep, Vanderbilt. They better keep.
Oh yeah, he's on the contract already.
Now throw him 15 mil, please.
You really don't need to. He's on the contract. Be good.
See,
he's still on a rookie deal.
That's the problem with the Supermax, though, because you got two players on Supermax and leaves no money for nobody else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron needs to go ahead and take a team-friendly deal, missing all these damn games.
We can't restructure deals.
I'm just saying.
But I think he can opt out after this year, though.
Something like that,
He's
right?
on an extension already.
But it's like a 1+1 though, where he could opt out, and then I think he's gonna re-sign with the Lakers, and then wherever his son gets drafted, that's where he's going.
Beasley shooting 32% with the Lakers. It's like,
so I tell you, shooters don't shoot well with the Lakers.
Did you guys see where they said the ESPN said Bronny was like a top 10 recruit?
Well, he's considered a 5-star now, though.
Bro, that's ridiculous.
He projected to go to Orlando.
That is ridiculous. Come on, man.
He's nice.
I saw a scout projected him to be just a really solid NBA player. Not like
you take away his name, and he's just a really nice kid.
I mean, you gotta remember too. He's at like a superstar high school too.
Who's better, Shane Bronny or Sharif O'Neal?
Bronny. But Sharif is nice too. Hater.
Don't do that. I'm not hating on Sharif.
I saw what you're trying to do here.
Nah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
All right.
No getting slept on though. He coming along strong. Cayenne.
Who?
Melo's son.
Keon.
Oh, Keon.
Yeah. My bad.
Cayenne.
Keon, Cayenne, whatever. He got all Melo's games.
What?
But I think I'm not gonna lie. I've only seen him in workouts. I've never really seen him.
I ain't seen him play.
And he plays at that gym where nobody misses.
That's the only time Shane Murray's seen him too, though.
No, I've seen him in games too.
You watch high school games?
A little bit, not all the time, but a little bit.
That's a damn lie.
Okay. You know my life, huh?
Yeah, I do actually.
Not all of it.
Has Bronny said where he's going to college?
Nope.
Nah.
Yeah, he even say he even go to college.
Well, you gotta go to college. Well, I mean,
No,
I guess you have to, but
you got an NIL deal. Your father's LeBron James. What are you going to college for?
Well, why go? Then why go? Like, why go to G League? He doesn't have to go to G League.
I mean, he can.
He could, but like, if anything, go to college. Like, get the college experience because you're right. He doesn't. His dad's a billionaire, so he doesn't need money.
He does have his choices, so his choices did come out.
He could sit out and not play a game, and whatever team wants LeBron, all they got to do is draft Bronny.
Who gonna want LeBron though at that time? That's the question.
Please.
You heard what he said about he's better than some NBA players already.
I
that's
did see that. I thought it was a fake tweet at first, but I was like, wait, this is Bleacher Report, not Buttcrack Sports. Oh my gosh.
Or ball sack.
Ball sack, yeah. I was like, this
Trying
is
to hype up his son.
I had to go to Twitter immediately, and it was a real tweet. I couldn't believe it. I screenshot it. I don't want LeBron to forget he said that.
Trying to hype up his son.
So Shane mentioned LeBron hyping up his son. I'll just say this, and then we'll move on to the next topic. LeBron's a guy who's always up saying, anytime he can, he's the biggest self-promoter I've ever seen for a great athlete. Any chance he gets, any interview, he's talking about how, hey, man, when I came back from down 3-1 to beat Golden State, I said, man, that's when I realized I was the GOAT. And then to come to the Lakers and win the championship for the Lakers, man, that just further cemented my legacy. Michael Jordan has never called himself the GOAT. Anytime they ask Michael Jordan if he's the greatest of all time, he says, I can't possibly say that when I learned from people who came before me, and it just goes to show, man, when you're really that, you don't have to say it,
Right.
And,
what's understood don't have to be explained.
Exactly.
But Muhammad Ali said he was the GOAT in his prime.
I mean, it's a box. He's trying to sell tickets.
But that's what I'm saying. Muhammad Ali believed that. And that was how LeBron is he's trying to convince everybody else of that,
And nobody believes that shit.
No, nobody believes it.
That's the majority, at least.
No, Michael Jordan.
We don't believe you. You need more people.
Yeah. But let's move on to
shout out to Jay-Z. Shout out to the Takeover. Y'all know that the Takeover is better than the Ether, right?
If we could start on that, we'll be all here.
Nah, shitted on Jay-Z on that song.
Get the hell out of here. Not y'all too. Come on, man.
Nah,
Takeover lives over Ether.
Nah, shitted on him. I'm sorry.
Bro, come on, man.
It's just the fact that Jay-Z, he was able to recover.
Okay, Jason, Mitch, I'll give you 3 minutes. How is Takeover better than Ether?
Bars. He
what?
literally
bars? Did you not hear Dawes?
The best bar in Ether is when he says fuck Jay-Z. That's not a diss. Jay-Z literally ends the whole man's career.
Go back and listen, man.
What about
your
when you call him a typo hoe?
Your ear clogged up.
A typo.
Mitch, you might need to go back and re-listen.
No. Yeah. Listen. Jay-Z came through with facts. He had facts for Nas. Straight facts.
My child, I watch you grow up to be famous now. I smile like a proud dad watching my only son who made it. You seem to be only concerned with this and women, Galvez.
You made it a hot line. I made it a hot song. Come on, man. What? How often do we hear that line nowadays? You made it a hot line. I made it a hot song.
I'd say
you hear that in pop culture all the time still.
This happens sometimes where
here's what happened. Nas killed him, and then Jay-Z turned it into capitalized on it, turned into a business deal.
What you mean?
What huh?
How so?
How so? He signed Nas.
That was years later.
One of them. He signed Nas.
Because Jay-Z was better. Jay-Z is better.
Yeah.
Better, greater rapper. Even though, bro, have you guys heard this? I told Galvez.
He sells more, but he's not better.
He is better. This last Nas album, King's Disease 3, I can't believe that anybody could be Nas's age. He's rapping better or as well as he ever has, and he's working with Hit Boy.
Hit Boy just gave him more beats to work with, and he killed him. This guy
is amazing, Nas. This is the best music Nas has ever made at this point in his career. But yeah, we got to get into. I know you guys would say
one was the other was Illmatic. That's a one hot album every 10-year average.
It's I'll just say,
come on.
Nah, bro.
You can have you can have a better song without having a better diss. It's Duppy freestyle, Drake rap better than Pusha. It's probably a better song, but Pusha's diss was more devastating. So
I feel like Jay-Z's disses were more devastating.
Not really.
He came for his whole career, a one hot album every 10-year average, and that's so
His career stats.
Nah.
Okay. We got
I mean, but you know what though? I mean, nobody says you got takeovered, but people say you got ethered.
That's a solid point. I don't know how I'm gonna come back from that one. Hold on.
But you know what though? I personally do prefer the takeover record though.
But it's not a better disc though, right? Better song, but is it a better disc?
Well, Charlemagne said the same thing Mitch is saying though. It was kind of like elementary disses.
But that's what I'm saying. Who wins on the playground though? The guy who's making like pointed, intelligent, truthful points about the other person, or the person who's just like bagging.
But we're intelligent people, so we should know, like, yo, Takeover, he really came for Nas's neck. Like, he came for his career.
Nah. You can try it all you want. No.
Well, I know you don't understand, like, nuance like that, but Antho, I mean, come on.
Here you go with that word again. Come on.
I'm just saying, you don't know how to read between the lines. You don't get, like, subtle. You don't get, bars be going over your head and everything like that, man. So,
and he said this to a writer. Yes. All right.
I mean,
but even Jay-Z was on Hot 97 with I guess Angie Martinez when Ether first dropped. I remember the first thing he said was, "Did I deserve that?" Like even he knew, like, bro, this dude went like extra out on him, But Mitch obviously has a point because like he said, it's like, okay, like he was really the stuff. Nas was just bagging on Jay-Z, like he looked and stuff like that. Jay-Z was making the more pointed, attacks, really. But it just depends, I guess, on the type of person. I like to think I'm an intellectual. Jay-Z made the more intellectual disc.
It depends how you like your hip hop, basically.
But if you're on the schoolyard, like I said, who's gonna win? The guy who's making the intellectual takedowns, or the guy who's just like having the he said this, he said that, So, but
it depends where you are with it. Like either like J. Cole or think he boring. Either like Lil Wayne or think he can't rap at all. It depends where you at.
Who thinks that Lil Wayne can't rap?
A lot of people. Just like a lot of people that like him, there's a lot of people who hate him.
All right.
Silent minority for sure. Who
right,
thinks Lil Wayne can't rap? Like, what? I've never heard anybody say Lil Wayne can't rap. Not from our generation, at least.
I've heard that.
For somebody in our generation said Lil Wayne can't rap.
Of course not.
Oh, then they don't count.
They don't want to buy the music, bro.
Bro, we got little kids saying like Playboy Cardi is like Pac, or he's amazing. I can't understand what he's saying in his music.
That's it.
You had Lonzo Ball saying 21 Savage is better than Nas. Like, come on.
Well, and he also said Future was a better rapper than Nas.
Future don't even rap.
Yeah, Future don't even rap. Like,
he harmonizes.
Right.
It's amazing that you got a new generation that the same way that guys like us, we probably, I look at a guy like Rakim and, LL and Run DMC and, Big Daddy Kane. I go, okay, I guess I probably had to be there because they weren't really rapping at the level that the guys who came right after them, Nas, Jay-Z, Biggie, they weren't really rapping at that level. The production wasn't as good. Dr. Dre came in and smoothed out the production. The Hitmen came in with they changed the way the music sounded, but I guess this is a new generation. They're doing the same thing. They look and they go,
yeah, really?
These guys, 21 Savage.
Yeah, but like, it's hard because, like, man, you, like Galvez said, man, you can't understand what half these rappers are saying nowadays, though.
And music doesn't hit the same anymore. Because, like, remember when we were at Murph and In the Club came out and it was like...
You can still play that.
And you know what's crazy? Like, now there's no record in the past 5 years that would ever have that that power that those records had. Nothing.
Yeah.
And they drop albums and like after 2 weeks, it's like, all right, on to the next. Nobody cares anymore.
All right. Okay, we're 45 minutes in. We got to do a speed round in these last 15 minutes. So I know you guys wanted to say something else about Ja Morant. I'll start with Galvez because we haven't heard his perspective yet on the show.
Yeah, I had a legit question about this.
Okay, okay, sure. You ask the question, and then I'll let the guys answer.
Okay. As far as these things that they got him doing in terms of like counseling, taking a step back from the team and all that, is this voluntary or is this the team saying you gotta do this shit or else?
This is the team saying you gotta do this or else.
It's a PR from his agent, from everybody, and I mean, I've never seen a guy like we said. He trying to make it out the NBA. He trying to never.
He's trying to
I
make
mean,
it.
granted, it was a bad look, but to our knowledge, he doesn't have a criminal record. You know what I'm saying? He never had a gun. He hasn't been seen using drugs. Like, why are we treating him like he criminal number one?
The problem is, why did Nike drop Kyrie so fast, and yet you don't hear nothing from them about Ja?
I mean,
Powerade pulled his commercials though.
Yeah. And then that Kyrie situation, that was about the Jewish people, and there's a lot of Jewish people in power. Even though he wasn't being anti-Semitic because he chose to pick something from an anti-Semitic movie.
But you heard they're talking shit about the strip club. Like nobody's gonna want to go there because they released that image of him, and they're like, "Yo, that's supposed to be private. Why would they do that?"
Because like I said, there's like a hate train going on right now, but somebody really doesn't have a record for this.
Yeah, whoever released that, man, they.
James Harden ain't going there no more.
Yeah, no way, no way. And strippers will never see 50K on the floor ever again.
He definitely need to change his circle because somebody doing him dirty in his circle.
Man, he's doing. Man, listen, let's not act like Ja like people are doing Ja dirty. Like,
but that Ja's
doing this to himself.
Yeah, like all right, for that Instagram live, like if somebody would have caught him slipping, like they recorded him and he didn't know, all right, whatever. He put it on his own live.
Yep.
That's true, but if you got real homeboys put you in check, like you ain't gonna do no shit like that. Like if your pops is like doing what he's supposed to do, he ain't gonna be doing no shit like that.
So it's not.
Now you saying T. Morant's a bad dad?
I'm not saying he's a bad dad, but I said he dropped the ball here. Why are you outside or reportedly outside the house? And say no, Ja, no. We should have been like, Ja, what the fuck are you doing?
Nah, Galvez, say it again. Say it again for the people in the back.
He's a grown ass man and he makes the money. So if T. Morant says something, Ja will be like, all right, I'll take your Rolls Royce. You're done. When you're young like that and you're a millionaire, nobody can tell you nothing. You think you know it all. You think like, shit, when we were in high school and our parents would tell us something, like, man, you don't know nothing. But, I mean, he's a grown-ass man.
With money.
Yeah, but I mean, as a pop, you're going to come to every game front and center, and then when shit hits the fan, you ain't.
But at this point, Ja is grown. Like, he is making these decisions for himself. Like, T. Morant can talk till he's blue in the face, but like Ja needs to be the one to listen to him. Like, let's not sit here and be like, oh, T. Morant's not telling him anything. I don't believe that. I bet T is like, dude, what are you doing? But like Ja has to like grow up and he has to listen. And he has to realize what he's doing is going to get him to where it looks like he's trying to get out the league back into the hood. Like,
I think as a father, and I don't have any kids, but I feel like if I did, I would have to, I think it's important to strike the balance between, being an authority figure and being a mentor, and then being friends with your kid. That's the other side of the coin. You it's like I feel like you don't want to be too hard on your kids and too much of a drill sergeant, and then at the same time you can't just be the guy who's like like I said, like your kids.
But we don't know if he's not saying nothing though.
Well, it just seems like I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie, it could be awkward where he's like your son like basically changed your life and changed the family's life, but at the same time you're doing shit that could put his life and possibly the family's life back to where it was.
But look at LeVar though. You see when Melo was acting up on that show and he was like, LeVar stopped that real quick.
Real quick.
He's like, he bought him a Lambo, and that same day he was like, you're not gonna be saying nothing stupid. You're not gonna be acting stupid. Bro. And you know, Melo's still a clown, but he's not.
Yeah. He's not like
like he used to be.
Yeah, LeVar stopped that real quick.
And shout out to the ball,
man.
Injuries, man.
But to be fair, I mean, Jello got in trouble.
Yeah.
So I mean,
but he hasn't been in trouble since though. He learned.
That's true too. He did learn. Yeah, that's because he almost got thrown into that Chinese dungeon. So
it wasn't until Trump came in and
he got scared straight, Leandro.
Yeah, man. But Zoe and Melo need to get these injuries together too. Like,
well,
Zoe is, I don't know.
Zoe more so.
I don't think Lonzo cares. Lonzo will take as much money as he can without ever having to play basketball.
Nah, he wants to play, but it's getting to a point where he like.
I don't think he wants to play.
He wants to play.
You don't think he wants to play?
I don't think any of these guys want to play. If they can get paid to not play, I think they'll all do it. There's no like.
Yeah, I don't think they feel any tripping.
I don't think they feel any sense of like loyalty or like obligation to play for the owners who are paying them 20, 30.
I'm gonna need that hoodie though, Mitchell.
Then why don't you go on? You should have gone on Caruso's website when he was a Laker.
No, I think I'll steal yours later.
What?
I think I'll steal yours later.
You gonna steal whose?
I think the owner of the podcast needs to make us some T-shirts so we can rock them during the show.
For merch?
Yeah, we need some merch.
Come on, Wilson.
I could do that. Okay. Now, in closing,
Angela Bassett got robbed.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I know I haven't seen Everything Everywhere or whatever it's called. But listen, I saw Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Angela Bassett got absolutely robbed. There's no way. She was probably the best part of that movie. Hands down.
I robbed her for what's love got to do with it too.
It don't make no sense. Honestly, I don't blame her for having a reaction. I would have had the same face.
Well, why do you think she got robbed though? Is it the obvious?
I mean, maybe this is Will Smith backlash, to be honest.
When it comes to Marvel movies, there's never, I don't think if you're in a Marvel movie, you're ever going to be considered for best actor, best actress. I don't know what it is about those movies. It's almost like the people who vote on it, like they don't respect the fact that like you're on the green screen most of the movie. It's like very animated and there's all these effects. Like there's not, to them, it's like it's not real acting.
But that's what made her performance so good though. It's like when you watch her performance in the movie, you forget that it's a Marvel movie. Like that's how good she was in that movie for me.
Yeah.
Plus you can relate to it because like everybody lost a child, everybody, you know what I'm saying, lost a family member. I said there's people that lost a child, there's people that lost family members. When you phrase that, and then just off of the Chadwick Boseman death, just the emotion and passion that she brought to that, especially that scene where she talking about I gave everything, have I not gave everything? That alone, you're like okay,
I got chills just thinking about it.
Well, how are we going to knock Marvel movies but then hype up Avatar?
Have you guys seen
Mitch, what would you say? That's the biggest robbery since what?
Ooh, shit.
Since Leo?
Since
Leo
freaking shit. Did La La Land? No, La La Land didn't even really win that, huh?
Since Kendrick lost to Macklemore.
Oh shit, that's a good one.
Since Alicia lost to Nora Jones.
Man, I'm trying to think of like a.
Well, first of all, have you guys seen the Elvis movie?
Yeah.
No.
Did you guys see The Whale?
No.
Brendan Fraser, of course, won. I think Austin Butler won the Golden Globe, didn't he? And then
I thought Brendan won the Golden Globe too, though.
Oh, he did? Okay, so it wasn't.
I think so. Let me look.
It wasn't a surprise then. But I haven't seen the movie. I do want to see The Whale though, just because.
Me and Wilson argue about this. Is Michael B the next Denzel?
Yeah.
Like the next best black actor?
That's I've been saying that for years.
Wilson said he's not that great of an actor.
I know, crazy, right?
He says that.
Galvez, don't you agree? Galvez agrees that he don't think Michael.
Well, it's like
I do.
It's like a wave of young black male actors coming out. What's his name? Sanders ain't bad either. What's his name? Guy's first name, but the dude that was in Collateral. I'm not Collateral. Denzel's movie, Equalizer.
You're gonna have to come up with a name and get back to us. But either way,
actually, I think Chadwick was a better actor than Michael B. Jordan, though.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I think he had more range too as an actor.
Well, my thing is, I haven't seen any of the Creed movies. I did see the scene. I looked on YouTube and I saw the scene where Rocky meets Creed in the first movie, and I was like, okay, maybe this guy, when he does these Creed movies, he's in his bag, Michael B. Jordan. But I have to do further. I just like Fruitvale Station and the first Black Panther movie. I was like, okay, I don't know. Is this guy a great thespian or is he just a movie star? It always seemed like just a movie star to me. But I have to go and watch the Creed movies and get back to you guys. Mitch, it seemed like it went fast. We're out of time. We're out of time
already?
We're out of time. Shit. It's an hour. I like to keep these under an hour.
But we can't be out of time. I mean, Herbert was going to come on too, and he needed to talk about the Oscars.
You know.
Not this week, brother. It's another week with no Herbert Osagata.
My gosh, hold on.
Herbert's coming up.
Let me text Herbert. Got to tell him, sorry, Herbert. I know this was your moment. This was it. This was really the week. It's Oscar week. He lives for Oscar week, and he really wanted to come on and talk movies and everything like that, but once again, Shane Murray sidetracked us, and we ran out of time. I'm sorry, Herbert.
I got a question for you guys for the next show. I heard this. This is a good question. Let's give me your top, your starting five NBA. But there's two things. One, they can never have made an All-Star or an All-NBA.
Ooh. Okay. No All-Star, no All-NBA.
Next week, though.
Got it.
Next week, yeah.
I like this.
And it's gotta be a point guard and a shooting guard. Like you can't put a small forward as a shooting.
Hold on. You gotta leave that. Don't do this. We right at the end.
I just came back.
I gotta get out.
Get out and come back, please. Not like this. Not on Galvez, please. Come on.
All right.
All right. So all NBA has to be a point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. No All-Star, no All NBA, first, second, or third team.
All right. That's for next week. Thank you, Galvez, for returning and balancing out the screen and completing the 4-man. Okay, so before we get out of here, just a few reminders. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button next to the Complete Lakers podcast. If you prefer the audio version, Remember to rate, review, and subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts. The show is also on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and every other major podcatcher. Make sure to follow the show on Twitter and Instagram at TC Pod Network and to like it on Facebook. Just search for the Complete Lakers Podcast. And finally, send feedback and mailbag questions to CompleteLakersPodcast@gmail.com. We are out. It's over, Shane.